Day I'm hustling, 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 hustling,
Hit your
hustling,
boy,
hustling,
Ski.
hustling, 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 every
Oh, welcome back to the Matrix. You're not just in the Matrix, you are the Matrix. How's it feel, Neo? My stream deck's not working. Let me try to unplug it real quick. How's it feel, Neo? And today, we got ourselves a banger. Nah, it still ain't working. Banger. That's okay. Banger daily market news and analysis. What is up, everyone? What is up? Bitcoin is at some key levels right now of what we've been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are finally, it's time! Bitcoin is currently, as of the time of recording this video, sitting at $65,888, a super key level as what we've been waiting for months and months and months and months, as we know that the Bitcoin average return of investment during October is 29%. We have been trading sideways and boring for a long time. We know that I have the macro bet that Bitcoin must get to $80,000 before Christmas, or I will shave my beard and get a full body wax. And we've been waiting for this. We've been waiting for this because we've been at a downtrend, trading sideways for over 6+ months of lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, until, and we knew that this was the macro bull flag, and that this is exactly what we've anticipated for Bitcoin, until we created back here in September of 24, we had our first higher low. And then we had a higher high, September 26th. And then we had another higher low again. And now we've had a higher high one more time. One more time. Everyone was already done with October. They said this October sucks. Except the last October started off the very same way, with an 8% correction, October 1st, 2023, 8% correction, followed by 30% to the upside, and a massive bull run. Solana went crazy during this time, and we know that the next macro move for Bitcoin is 85+K. Furthermore, Your Honor, I would like to present to the court the Bitcoin halving. The biggest myth that exists is that the halving, aka every 4 years, if you didn't know, Bitcoin, the inflation gets cut in half. Price equals supply plus demand. The most fundamental economics 101. So this is bullish, except it takes the market a little time to catch up. The average, here's 2020, halving until we broke out was 180 days until we really started rocking and rolling. Where are we right now? Where are we right now from the halving? This is now day number 172. People keep saying it's different this time. People keep saying it's different this time. I would like to know where. I would like to know when. I would like to know how and why. Because it is in fact not different, not even a little bit. And we are very quickly, very fast, in a hurry, approaching. We are approaching the beginning of the end. When Bitcoin gets into price discovery, the altcoins are going to finally catch up, in my opinion. They are exponentially behind, as Bitcoin is basically at the prior all-time high. By the way, what I think is going on right now is Bitcoin trading sideways here at the prior all-time high is formulating a rock solid floor for the next bear market. Green candles melted the bears' faces. Sup. What is up, everyone? Make sure you guys are spamming that like button, hitting that share so other people can spam the like button and hit the share. Now, let's talk about where we're at in the micro, and let's talk about what's next, not only for Bitcoin, but for the altcoins. I'm going to talk about what I'm buying and what I'm selling, what I'm not buying. SUI. Spoiler. SUI. Not buying that. I wouldn't buy it with a 10-foot pole. All right, now, what I would like to see, so first of all, this is really good. This was the micro, like 64,000. We just talked about it yesterday. This is the micro. I want to see this get done, right? That's done. Check. Now, the last little one, and we touched it, but we haven't got above it yet. We're right on top of the macro trend line that we haven't quite broken just yet. So it wouldn't be weird to get rejected one more time and come back to about 62-ish K. That would not be weird, not in the slightest. Okay, but I think that we do have enough steam to get above it because of where we're at. We're only 62 on the RSI, which if you don't know what that is Scooter. I am not a financial advisor. I'm only telling you what I'm doing and why. That's it. Can't give you financial advice, brethren. Not legally. All right, so the last key level that I want to see us get above is closing daily body closes on top of this right here. That would be the signal of the very last thing. And what I want to see is a candle that looks like this. I'm going to show you what I want to see. What I learned in boating school is I want to see a candle that looks like this. Right on top of this. That would be beautiful. Okay, in the very, very macro, I think that us trading sideways like this on top of the prior all-time high is us formulating the next bottom. This is a typical move that you break out and you back test the prior all-time high. That's like the most textbook thing. And right now, what has Bitcoin done? It has laid brick by brick. It has poured the concrete, poured the foundation for the floor. It has poured the concrete for the floor for the next bear market in 2026. Okay? This is the schematic of what I think Bitcoin has been doing forever. The reaccumulation phase. And we're about to start the next couple of legs. Now, I actually don't think that Bitcoin is the play right here. We're just spending so much time looking at Bitcoin. Unless you're buying Bitcoin for 20 plus years, Bitcoin's the play. If you're buying Bitcoin for 12 months, I don't think it's the play. I think that Bitcoin's going to get somewhere between 138,000 and 207,000. That's my prediction for Bitcoin. But why we're spending so much time? Because Bitcoin is the first mover. Most of the market is somewhere in here at the throwback phase, where Bitcoin is a full phase ahead of the Wyckoff schematic. It is in the reaccumulation phase, about to start the next couple of phases to the upside. Okay, so this is the reaccumulation. Most of the market is here. Bitcoin is the sun of the market. You do not feel the heat of the sun until the sun has risen. The sun right now, ladies and gentlemen, is waking up. I told you guys, wake me up when September ends. September is over. September is long gone. And when did we break out? Last October, with our average 30% return on investment, was October 16th. What day is it, Mike? Mike, what day is it, Mike? It is October 14th. They said it's different this time. Where? Where is it different? Where is it different? I would like to know. All right. So, Scooter wants to paint me in a corner, and I'm not going to allow you, Scooter. You got to be a big boy. Or a big girl. Turbo price. Listen, I don't love Turbo's chart. I really don't. I don't think there's that much upside potential, and I don't like the risk of it. It'll be different 8 days, in my opinion. Sure. Says you're not cutting your hair, my friend. I didn't bet it because I thought I would. That's the secret. Here's what you're going to come to know. I didn't bet my beard because I thought it was at risk. I bet my beard for entertainment. Because you thought it was at risk. Y'all thought it was at risk. I'm not going to bet it if I think it could happen. The secret's out. All right, now, what is possible in the micro? Let's talk about that. And then we're going to talk about what I'm going to be buying and what I won't be buying during this time. Okay? Because not everything is October only. All right? That's not how it works. Everything is in different phases. Where is Solnick headed now? Solnick, by the way, is looking crazy. We'll look at that chart in just a minute. Now, if this is another rejection off of the key level here, we could come back to about 62,000. I think that is in the cards. I don't think anything below 60,000 is on the table. Realistically, I don't think so. Theoretically, it's possible, but I think that 60,000 is about the most that we're going to feel to the downside. I do think that 62,000 is in play, but I'm not even calling for it. I want to see how tomorrow closes. If we get a green candle above this right here or not, that will be determining of what is next. Where we're at right now, though, we still have lots of steam. We're still technically in the neutral. Okay? Thank you guys for the rose, the lightning, the roses, the hearts, the lightning. I appreciate you guys so much. Sorry, Zoom won't happen. What are you saying about Zoom? All right. Let me talk about some coins that I am buying during this time, and let's talk about some coins that I'm not going to be buying during this time. The coins that I'm still buying that I still think are good value are ICP, Link, VeChain, Rose, AVAX, LCX, ADA, Shiba, Doge, XYO, XDC, Dent, Theta, Naka, NXRA, Solnick, Hehe, XRP. There is a few. Crow. There is a few that I like this value right here. That's what it is for me. It's all about value. It's all about value for me, baby. And let me tell you why. One thing that the Apex Predators are not going to do is shake me out. Okay? I am unshakable from fear. All right? I am unshakable from maximum pain. Period. The reason why, okay? My superpower is my emotional intelligence. All of the trauma that I went through my life and overcame. I've already seen maximum pain. I've already seen maximum fear. So, with great power comes great responsibility. When I see you guys and I see the markets feeling maximum fear, I'm going to let you know. All right? What do you think Crow can do? $1 to $2. Why are utility coins not performing well compared to meme coins? Because meme coins, listen, for every one meme coin, okay, so first of all, that's not really fair. For every one meme coin that's performing well, there's 100 that got rugged. So in the grand scheme of things, I would say no, it has not. In the grand schemes, I would say no, it has not. But the thing that we're waiting for, utility, is the next phase, and that's Bitcoin getting above 80K. That's what I've said this like 6 months ago. I've been saying it all along. Nothing is going to go in the grand scheme of things without Bitcoin getting to where it needs to go. Thanks for subscribing, Chad. I appreciate you. SUI, listen, I would not. SUI is on a short list of things that I am not buying right now, and in fact I would be taking profit on. Not financial advice, but I can tell you that I will not be buying any SUI or anything related to SUI, and I'm going to show you why. And again, all of my decisions are based off of data, facts, logic, reason. None of them are based off of this team versus that team. None of them are based off of hype. None of them are based off of hope. Do I bat 1,000? No, I do not, but I'm very consistent because that is the model which I approach everything through. Let's look at SUI and let's talk about why I'm not buying SUI. Look at this. This is parabolic, son. This is parabolic. If you were my brother, and it's now showing signs of weakness. I don't like this at all. It maybe has another 10% left in the tank. Maybe. Maybe. I would tell you to take profit. This is parabolic. Not only is it parabolic, when we look at the RSI, we have a clear divergence. That's not good. I'm going to show you some examples of when stuff like this has happened. Okay? So what does the divergence mean? Okay, so not only are we at the 2618, past the 2618, what I consider absolutely parabolic when it comes to the Fibonacci's, we're looking at market cap, which is the only thing that matters. Not only is it absolutely parabolic, but look, on the RSI, it got all the way up to 85 on the daily. That is red hot. That's not a little hot. That's not some hot. That is red hot. Okay? But a divergence, the divergence is it peaked on the RSI and continued to rise. The RSI is now lower highs, lower lows, while the price is continuing to run. This is what a top formation beginning to happen is starting to look like. All right? I don't hate SUI. I'm not against SUI, but I as I see the data presented to me, I will present it to you. That's how I feel about it. There are no feelings about it. Yeah, it's bound to go down and there's no support. That's right. There's absolutely no support until we get back to about 2.9 billion. That's where the support is. Divergence wasn't a DiCaprio movie. Chainlink won't go much at all. What are your thoughts? I have a lot of respect for Alex, but I disagree. I don't know what he's basing that on. But my price targets for Link are based off of market cap, Fibonacci's, Wyckoff method, and where the total market is right now. Chainlink prediction boss about $80. All right. Let me show you an example. Let's look at Bitcoin's prior, back in 2021, what it looked like when it topped out. So keep that in mind, right? The divergence. Let's pull up Bitcoin. Down here at the bottom. So we got render at the top. Let's look at Bitcoin. All right, so it went absolutely parabolic, just the same, right? But it's the same damn chart. I mean, come on. All right, let's get rid of this. Literally, you have your spring, your sign of strength, your back test, and then your parabolic rise. Right? This is the same chart. So I have Bitcoin from C19 all the way through its bull run. But furthermore, I want to show you the RSI for Bitcoin. Let's zoom in. All right? I'm telling you. What do you have? A peak, a peak. Crash down, crash down. The price continues to go higher, and you can't really see it. But the peak right here was at 90, and then it peaked here at 80. But the price is higher. That is the divergence. Lower highs, lower highs. Look at the RSI. Lower highs, lower lows. Lower highs, lower lows. That is a divergence as the price continues to rip up higher. How much did it go from this peak to this peak? It went another 50%. I don't even think SUI has 50% in it. But I know that people are not invested in cryptocurrency for a 50% return. I know that much. What I'm saying is SUI is showing clearer signs of diverging right now. Can it get to the 3618? Absolutely. Absolutely it can. But listen, I'm not buying SUI. I promise you that. Promise you on my mama. Circulating supply is less than 10 billion. $37 definitely in play. For what? Parabolic run, yay or nay? For SUI, it's already in a parabolic run. If you're talking about SUI, it's already in a parabolic run. Algorand has a lot of inflation. Prediction for AVAX, about an 8 to 12x from here. Bitcoin, yes. Bitcoin, to me, is showing very strong signs of breaking out right now. We are on what I would say like the last check. I need to see us get above this right here. Body close above that. And that would be very clean. Sooner or later, this will be breaking out, going minimum of about 88K. Minimum. Do you review Solana meme coins too? Yeah. We'll review anything with enough data and charts. Powell prediction. But I want to see it get above about 66,666 on a daily. And that would be the last little thing to like really confirm this as a breakout. It wouldn't be weird to reject one more time back to 62. That's on the table. I don't think that it is likely, though. I think that we're actually breaking out in the next few days. Last year, October, right? So everyone's like, October's over. Not actually, because last October, 23, started off with an 8% correction. And then we broke out October 16th, 30% to the upside, just like the average with over 10 years of data. This is the average return. Polygon Matic, $9. The Sonic chart's looking crazy. Beautiful. Wonderful. Let's look up Sonic. Sonic is my top meme coin. Why are we on the 5-minute chart here? All right. So this now is clearly working on the sign of strength. Clearly, it's very clear that this is the sign of strength, okay? So what am I talking about? So you have your distribution, your markdown, your accumulation. Accumulation is what marks the bottom. Let me show you the technical schematics on accumulation. So accumulation marks the bottom. This is how you measure what a bottom looks like. Okay. Phase A, you have your settling climax, your automatic rally, and your secondary test. Okay, let's look at phase A. You have your selling climax, your automatic rally, and your secondary test. Check. Okay, phase B, you have your secondary test in phase B, which goes lower than the secondary test. Okay, phase B, secondary test in phase B, which goes lower than the secondary test. Check. Okay, phase C is the variable. Sometimes you get an LPS and sometimes you get a spring. For our particular case, we got a spring, which a spring is the most scariest time in the market. It is the most blood. It is the most fear. The spring goes below the secondary test, and it goes below the selling climax. Okay, let's take a look. You have your spring in phase C, which goes below the secondary test and the selling climax. Okay, check. Now, what is that after that? All right, you have your move to the upside and your LPS. Okay, your move to the upside and your LPS. Check. What's after that? You have your sign of strength, which firmly marks that the bottom is in. It is a clear indication that it is now strong. It is no longer weak, or the bottom has formed. Okay, you have your sign of strength. In my opinion, that is what we are working on right now. You do a little bit of chop, followed by phase E, which is what we call the mark up and or the bull run. This is clearly now working on the sign of strength. Not only is it clearly working on the sign of strength, but it took out the last little piece of resistance to get us. The only thing we have left is getting into the full-on markup phase, aka the bull run. Solnic has been, will be my number one meme coin, period. Let me know of a sub $10 million market cap with a weekly chart that looks like this. I will buy it right now. I will buy it right now. Do we break through 66 and back test? We'll see. Bitcoin is in a decision. How long can the sign of strength take? It doesn't need to take long at all. My target for the sign of strength is a little bit above 3 million. He does look like this too. Yep. He's the only other one. Sub 10 million that looks like that. Let's go. Can you check the turbo chart? Hit an all-time high today. Listen, I don't like turbo. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like the value for turbo. I don't like I'm grateful it hit an all-time high for you. Like, I'm grateful about that. This is now approaching the 1618. But I really don't like is how it just skipped this huge gap. Anytime I've seen coins skip it, it inevitably comes back to it. So that is always on. If it's me, I would rather rip the Band-Aid off and get it over with. But you've skipped it. So what that means is, like, it's going to go parabolic and distribute, and at some point come back and get it again later. Which is great for right now. It sucks in the long term, though. But this is at the 1618. I would say it has another 13% for the price discovery and another 1x for parabolic. You're looking at about 2.2 cents. What market cap does the next leg for Solnic look like? Solnic is about 25 million. My macro is about 21 cents, I believe. Thoughts on XRP? Tomorrow, I don't care. Big picture, $5 to $14. Can you please check Aave on that chart? Everything else looks good. All right, I got you, bro. Says, so you want me to check out the supply on Aave, right? Okay, so from 2020 till now, it really hasn't went up that much, to be honest. So it went from 12 million to 14 million. That to me is like the difference of, I don't even know what that is. What is that? The difference of like 20%, 15%. So I think the supply is good. So whatever the charts say on Aave, I think that it would be true. Right? And then we even have a market cap for Aave anyways. If you can ever look at the charts on anything and it gives you the option of market cap, that's going to tell you the truth regardless. So that will give you a correct price target, if that makes sense. But I would say Aave's chart looks pretty damn good as well. I think it's working on the sign of strength as well. right? So what is the retracement? We'll give you the percentages. About a 2x or 1x, excuse me, and then parabolic, you're looking at about a 9x. So I think that's a pretty decent play. ADA prediction. ADA, I think, is a solid. I'm buying ADA here. $6 to $8 for ADA. Pepe, I think 5x minimum, 10x medium case, and 15x bull case. What market cap are you expecting for Solnic? My minimum market cap bet for Solnic is by the end of the bull run, minimum, it will get to $75 million market cap, or I will shave my beard and get a full body wax. Minimum. Now, realistically, I think it could, my medium case is about, or my lower case is about $100 million market cap. So I do this. You'll figure out that I do this. Whatever I think it's actually going to go to, I bet below that. All right, I'm cheating, I know. But my actual low case is about $100 million market cap, but the bet is $75 million market cap. So $100 million market cap for Solnic would be about 10 cents per coin. All right. My medium case is about 1 billion. And you might think that that's a lot, and it is. However, that's only 1/10 of the current market cap pre-breakout for Shiba Inu. 1/10 of the current market cap of Shiba Inu right now. Okay? So 1/10, and that would put Solnic at about $1 per coin. And my bull case is $6 billion market cap. That's about $5.89. But the bet is $75 million market cap. That's about 7.5 cents, I believe. Minimum, or I will shave my beard. That's by the end of the bull market. E-Gold TA. What'd you say regarding Hehe? 21 cents for the next leg up. You think Solnic will be 3 cents by the end of the year? It's very possible. If we're actually working, like my theory is we're working on the sign of strength. And if that holds true, and it, like, literally, this looks very, very strong. That would mean that the next phase is the markup phase, which could mean it could happen as early as the next few weeks from now. Why exactly would Solnic get to $1? Okay, why exactly did Dogecoin get to, what did Dogecoin do in order to get to $100 billion market cap? Okay, nothing quite like price creates sentiment. But if you're wanting to know what it's actually doing, so first of all, I'm going to just say that right off the rip, this goes true with everything. I don't care. This is, if you're asking me, who is very cynical, the only thing that matters for price equals supply plus demand. That's it. If you're asking me, that's what it is. However, if you want a narrative, Sonic is everyone's favorite nostalgic coin. There's a movie coming out in December. Developing a RWA casino where you will be forced to use Solnic. And you will be able to interact with your NFT on the game. But if I'm being honest, all that stuff's awesome. If I'm being honest, the only thing that matters for price is price. Period. All right? I don't want to, like... Elon Musk tweeted it, that's why. Okay, so what celebrity... Are you saying there are 0 celebrities that don't like Sonic? Is that what you're saying? I know I'm going to be making videos every single day. 5-6 days a week. When do you expect the top of the bull run? Either April of 25, November of 25, or I think there's a small chance it goes into April of 26. Those are the 3 options. How do you feel about XRP? My feelings are Jim Carrey. There you go. My feelings on XRP are the charts say it looks pretty good. It's been boring for a long time, and I'm not going to get excited about it until it actually does something worth getting excited about, which is about the next leg or the next key level is about 70 cents. So until XRP gets above, I guess, 66 cents, I'm not going to be excited about it. However, in the macro, I think that the chart for XRP looks very, very good. Okay? In fact, and again, none of my feelings are based off of vibes. None of my predictions are based off of cults or hope or what ifs. They're all based off of data, charts, fundamentals, Wyckoff, Fibonacci's. That's it. Forever. All right, so let's show you what I think is going on with XRP. This is my theory for XRP. I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke and tell you that XRP is going to $589 or $5,000 or $10,000 or $50,000. None of that is real. None of that will be taking place. Okay? However, this is my theory on XRP. So on the top, we have XRP. On the bottom, we have Bitcoin. Let's get rid of this. On the top, we have XRP. On the bottom, we have Bitcoin. Now, when I analyze both of these, this to me is one cycle for both of these, okay? We know that Bitcoin operates off of a 4-year cycle. But what if I told you that the traditional system, aka the banking system, which XRP we know is the banker's coin, operates off of a 7-year cycle? Okay, so what happens every 7 years, you might be asking? Okay, let's go back in time. 1987. That was Black Monday. That was when the Wolf of Wall Street got fired in his job. That was the 7th year cycle. Then you had 94. The bond market crash. That was on the 7th year cycle. 2001, the dot-com bubble busted and 9/11 happened. That was on the 7th year cycle. 2008, the great financial crisis happened. The real estate market crash. That was on a 7th year cycle. 2015. The Chinese stock market crash. That was on a 7th year cycle. 2022, Luna went to zero, FTX went to zero, and the war in Ukraine happened. That was on a 7th year cycle. So to me, this is all one big cycle. And what you have on the bottom for Bitcoin, you have your parabolic rise, distribution. Parabolic rise, distribution. Markdown, aka the bear market. Markdown, aka the bear market. You have your accumulation, which is what we call the bottom. Accumulation, which is what we call the bottom. Then you have your retracement or your sign of strength, which for Bitcoin went to the 618 Fibonacci retracement. Okay? Then you have your retracement or your sign of strength, which for XRP went to the 618. Then you have your crash down, reaccumulation. Then you have your crash down, reaccumulation, followed by your mark up phase, which is what we call the bull run. This to me is the macro next move. I will not be getting excited about XRP until it gets above 66 cents, however, because it's been trading sideways for like 17 years now, it seems like. But my target for this bull run, and you better have your limit orders on or it's not going to get hit, because as you can see, XRP likes to wick out and be done very quickly. But my target is $5, as high as $14. Megan, thank you for the baby hippo, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Hey, my stream deck started working again. We're good. Awesome. Sonic is going to take out Bitcoin. Watch out, Satoshi. I'm going camping this weekend. The last time I went camping, Bitcoin broke out of its multi-year range. So me and Satoshi are going to have a little chat this weekend. We're going to have a little chit chat. And by the time I come back, Bitcoin's going to be broken out. Believe it. Receive it. Well, I'm excited about it. Just bought some at 55. Which way while going? We do Chainlink. I got you. Shiba. I think, okay, targets for Shiba. 5x. That's my low case scenario. By the way, I like Shiba's chart, right? If you have the correct expectations for Shiba, Shiba is great. And the correct expectations for Shiba are this. The correct expectations for Shiba is a large market cap. So you should be expecting large market cap returns. Okay? What are large market cap returns? Well, my low case is about a 5x. That means if you invested $1,000 by the end of the bull market, you will have $5,000. Is that life-changing money? I don't know. My bull case, my medium case is a 10x. That means if you invest $1,000, you would have $10,000. And my bull case is about a 15x. If those are your expectations, I think that Shiba is great. If you have an expectation that you're going to invest $1,000, you're going to pay off your house, you're going to retire, and you're going to buy a boat, you will be very disappointed. AVAX will 8 to 12x. You know Jacob? I don't know Jacob. Dude, you're the best. I'm not the best. You're the best. Quant prediction, 700 to 1,300. The turbo holders and it's massive, which continues to pump. That's great. But again, like, listen, if you guys want me to waver on how I analyze the market, I'm not going to do it. I'm not. The way I look at the market is the way I look at the market. And sometimes I miss out on stuff. Sometimes I'm not always right. I don't bat 1,000, but I have a pretty damn good track record. And I have a pretty damn good track record because I'm super razor consistent with how I analyze it. And how I analyze it is looking at the charts, looking at Wyckoff, looking at supply and demand, looking at the Fibonacci's. Okay? And I don't like this right here. I don't like this huge gap. And it's already approaching price discovery. So I think it can do about another 1, maybe a 1.5x. Ski, always love your target. Thank you. I appreciate you. What are you leaving the market? What are the signs? So I'm going to be looking for divergence. I'm going to be looking at Google Trends, which, by the way, is at an all-time low for Bitcoin. Where is it? Here we go. If you go on crypto or Google Trends, type in crypto, look at 5 years. It's literally at an all-time low right now. If this gets above like 50, 75, or makes a new all-time high, that means that the top is in. If Coinbase is top 10 in the App Store, that means that the top is in. I'll be looking for divergence. I'm going to be looking for Wyckoff distribution, which looks like this, which is what you would think of as like a rounded top, right? Bitcoin did that very clearly last time. Very clearly. You had your buying climax, your automatic rally, your secondary test, your sign of weakness in phase B, and your up thrust. Your up thrust goes higher than the buying climax. Bitcoin did this last time, right? Bitcoin absolutely did this. Your buying climax, your automatic rally, your up thrust, which goes higher than your buying climax. Bitcoin absolutely did distribution last time. It had multiple distributions as well. You could say that this is a micro distribution. So there's absolutely going to be signs all around. The RSI on the weekly is going to be in the 90s. The fear and greed is going to be in the 90s. Your grandma's going to be telling you about this new shitcoin she just bought, and you didn't even know your grandmother had a cell phone. What about 50K? I missed what you said. 50K. What are you talking about? 50K. People are saying it's going to go crazy high. Shiba's going to do a 5x, 10x, or 15x. I need a 10x. If you want a fundamental 10x VeChain. Mama Llama Red Pajama, thank you for the friendship bracelets, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Make sure you guys are spamming the like button, hitting the share so other people can spam the like button. If you're brand new and you don't know who I am, what I do, this is what I do. I've been making videos every single day almost this whole entire bear market. I was one of the only crypto influencers that was publicly documented bullish when FTX went to zero. I was making videos the next day saying that I was buying. In December of 22, I said I would shave my head. If you didn't know, FTX went to zero November of 2022. By December of 2022, I said I would shave my head and my face if Bitcoin went below 15,000. Everyone and their brother said it was going to 12K. When Silicon Valley Bank went to zero, I said I would shave my head and my face if Bitcoin went below 20K. When the war in Israel kicked off, 9/12/2023. Okay, the war happened 9/11/2023. 9/12. I tweeted out. I made a video. This is what a local bottom feels like. Remember this next time so you know what it feels like. I said that it would not go lower or I would shave my head, and I said I would shave my head if Bitcoin did not reach 38K by December. All right? I'm not perfect. I don't always get it right, but I have a pretty damn good track record. Pretty damn good track record. When will alt season start? Alt season will start when Bitcoin gets above 80K. When Bitcoin gets above 80K, that's when we're going to start to see alts really start to fly. Solnick doing awesome. What's your end of the year prediction? 25 million or about 2.5 cents. I remember I was watching. I noticed when meme coins get to 1 billion market cap, they get stuck for a while. Yes, that's a good observation. ICP will 10x. Yes, I think so. That's a good observation, Zoom Talks, because 1 billion is a huge level. Like, that's a real, like, 1 billion market cap, that's a real thing now. That's not like a meme anymore. That's a real deal thing. So, yeah, that's a huge psychological level. That's a huge financial level. So that's a good observation. And it's, you know, a lot of coins, even if they're going to get above it, they will spend some time there a lot of times. LCX to 10x, yes, I think so. What's your Bitcoin price for 2025? My medium case for Bitcoin is $138,000. My bull case for Bitcoin in 2025 is $207,000. I will not blow smoke and tell you we're going to 1 million, bro. Trust me. No. All of my predictions are based off of data, charts, fundamentals, supply and demand, across the board, every single coin. Ondo, thoughts? I think it's a better value here. I wasn't in love with it like most of the influencers were. Now I see why you're saying Turbo will cap out where it's at. Turbo's almost at 1 billion. Well, the reason why I'm saying that is because of the Fibonacci's, but also, yes, like that's a huge psychological level. We finally waited a long time. We did wait a long time, indeed. Do you think the market cops out Q4 2025? I do. So I have 2 targets as far as like months, but realistically, I'm going to be looking for signs. I'm not married to time. I know people want me to like nail down the day and the month, but I'm not married to that. That's the least important factor. However, my prediction is April of 25, November of 25, and I think there's a small chance we go into 26. So make sure you guys drop a follow. Don't just lurk, drop a follow. We go live every single day except for Wednesdays. We will be live this Wednesday because I'll be camping this weekend. Solnik's looking really good. Really good. Solnik is my favorite 100x plus meme coin that has beautiful, beautiful charts. Name me a coin that has a weekly chart, sub $10 million market cap that looks like that. I'll buy it right now. I just followed. Thanks for the follow. What do you think of Sui? Listen, we talked about it earlier. Irish Dano, thanks for the hat and mustache. Yeehaw! You savage.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
ADA, $6 to $8 is my target by the end of the bull run. Besides Sonic, Hihi, yeah, I like Hihi a lot as well. And I have, like, listen, a lot of these influencer coins are like, they're not cut from the same cloth. I have a lot of respect for Alex, what Alex is doing. I believe, like, I've talked to him in private conversations. Me and him have talked face to face. I've met him. I've had coffee with him. And I know he really cares about the project. And I know he knows that, or he knows that I know that he knows. I know that he knows that I care about Solnik as well. Because for us, it's not about, honestly, truly, okay, this is a private conversation. I'm not going to, like, reveal details like that. But for both of us, it's the same thing. We both care about our legacy of doing something awesome. That's why we're doing it. Okay? And we both understand that we can make money just by talking about it on the content side of things. Okay? ICP top 100 to 140. I got my 250K. Let's go. I just come on your live. Do you think it's worth... All right, yo, let's talk about Sui. Okay, Sui, listen. There's a lot of coins. Jesus criminy. My bad. Woo. There's a lot of coins that are worth buying right now, and I think are in very good value, if not extreme value, at this stage in the game. A lot of coins have not performed very well yet. This is a good thing. It doesn't mean that they're not going to. It means that they're next. Some of them. Not everything's like that, but a lot of it is, right? Sui is not one of those coins. Okay? I don't buy any chart that looks like this. Where you have sideways and boring. That's where you want to be buying it. You want to be buying the sideways and boring, followed by your parabolic breakout. When you have a chart that is just a straight line up, you don't want to buy that. Right? Because that doesn't last forever. It seems like in the moment it lasts forever, but it never does. Okay? This is your parabolic rise, your markup phase, your bull run, right? And I think it maybe has another 20-30% in it. Maybe. And that goes for everything on the Sui network as well. All of the memes on Sui, like, bro, I would strongly consider taking profit, not financial advice. Also, I'm very concerned about this. This is a clear divergence. What does a divergence mean? A divergence means that typically you would continue to trade with. So a divergence is something is trading the same, and then all of a sudden it is now different, right? So the RSI, which measures the strength, the relative strength index, that's what that is. Okay, this peaked at 85 and the price was here. But then the RSI started to go on a downtrend. It started making lower highs and lower lows. This is a clear divergence, right? Because this is now going down. The relative strength is going down, but the price is continuing to go up. That's what a top looks like. That's what a top forming looks like. That doesn't mean that the top is right now, but this is an early indication of a top. Okay? When we look at Bitcoin back in 2021, when it topped out, Bitcoin did the same thing. Many coins, I'm telling you, almost every coin will give you this sign. This is a very surefire sign that a top is in. Okay, look. Bitcoin tops out on the RSI January 21st. It pulls back, and then what do we have? The price goes higher, but the RSI goes lower. This is a divergence. All right, clear indication that a top is near. Okay, and that's where we topped out at. Right here. So there you go. That's my thoughts on Sui. I wouldn't buy it, and I would consider taking profit. All right, Flo. We'll look at Flo. He says Sui will never stop. There's no gravity in the metaverse. Up only. Supply and demand doesn't matter when you're part of a cult, baby. I'm in a Sui long right now. I'm in a Sui short right now. Turbo has about 20% left in it. Turbo, I think, will get to about $1 billion market cap. Do you think Sui has hit the max now? I'm not saying the max. I'm just saying very near the max, right? So it's at the 2618 on market cap. Let's go back to Sui. So market cap measures the total dollars that are invested, right? So market cap will sift out of inflation, which is a good thing. You want to be looking at market cap if you have the option to. Okay. Excuse me. But when we look at Sui, it's past the 2618 on market cap. Now, how I would measure the Fibonacci's is like so. The 1618 is what I consider price discovery. A lot of the traditional finances get rejected here. Okay, crypto, a lot of them will go above it. Sometimes they do get rejected there, though. 2618 is what I consider parabolic. 2618, you see a lot more cryptocurrencies getting rejected here. And then the 3618 is what I consider maximum parabolic. I don't count on anything going above it. You do see things go to the 4236, but it's unlikely. And you don't want to make or at least me, I don't make my financial assessments based off of what is unlikely. I make my assessments based off of what is likely. What is the most likely thing to take place? Okay. So for me, Sui, where it's at right now, it has another 18% left in the tank before it's going to start to really show signs of weakness. It's already showing some signs right now. And then beyond that, like maybe, again, if we want to go to the 4236, I don't count on it, but that's about 35%. So I don't think that there's very much left in Sui at all. Like, you don't get in cryptocurrency for 30%. You just don't. Right? Why is there $20 predictions for Sui? Listen, you'll come to find out. If you follow enough crypto influencers, you will come to find out that they say the most redonkulous stuff for predictions. Last bull run for Bitcoin was going to 100K, and there ain't no other way. Last bear market, every single crypto influencer, their mother, their brother, their cousin, their auntie, they all told you that Bitcoin was going to 10K. Never, not one time did I tell you Bitcoin's going to 10K. Never. And if they didn't say 10K and they wanted to be different, they told you 12K. 10K or 12K, if you are a crypto influencer, those were your options. Back in 2022, that's it. I promise you they will say ridiculous things. And if they start saying ridiculous things, you can almost guarantee that it's not going to happen. We got listed on Sistine Recharge top meme list. Nice. I was 12K club. Hey, I appreciate the honesty. So was that. Don't feel bad. So was everyone. Token Fi. What's the ticker for that? Yeah. But to summarize, Sui at this point is actually showing real signs of starting to cool off, right? This could continue a little bit, but it's very much showing a lot of signs. It's called Token. What do you say prediction for Christmas? 25 million. 2.5 cents. Says I wasn't invested, but I heard $1 million targets for Bitcoin last bull cycle. Exactly, right? And then the sad part is people that weren't invested. I don't know that you got in last cycle, but that gets regular people excited. And what happens is they buy the top. That's the ugly truth about just throwing out ridiculous things like that, is you get regular people who have real jobs, who have a real family, who really dearly work their ass off and invest their hard-earned money into the top. That's the ugly part about that, about an influencer just throwing out random crap. Okay? Now, I promise you that I'm not going to be perfect. But I promise you this. Whatever I tell you is based off of data, logic, and reason. It's not based off of it's not based off of hope. It's not based off of wants. It's not based off of wishes. If I tell you a target, it's because of the data that is presented to me. That's the target I'm giving you. All right? Because I know what it's like to grind at a 9 to 5. I know what that's like. All right, so this chart doesn't look too bad to me. This looks like the... Let's get rid of this. All right, my goal... Look, I'm already good, to be honest with you. My goal in doing this is to help as many regular people as humanly, morally, ethically possible. That's my goal. Am I 100% correct every single time? No, I'm not. But I have a good track record, and I do the very best that I can. And I will not be shaken by fear. I will not be shaken by pain. I promise you that. I promise you that on my mama. I'm not going to get shaken by fear. I'm not going to get shaken by pain. Yeehaw! Thanks for the hat and mustache. Thank you for the let him cook. And for the baby ghost. You savage. He says, hoorah. That's right. Because I know what maximum fear looks like. All right? Maximum fear looks like I'm in Afghanistan. I get bombed every single day to the point I am no longer concerned about being bombed. This is a true story. I was in Afghanistan and we got mortared incoming every single day to the point that I became numb to it, to the point that I went to go work out. I took my pre-workout. It was chest day because chest day is the best day. Okay, we took our pre-workout and the Air Force guys come in. They got their ACHs, which if you're not a nerd, that's your helmet. They got their IOTVs. If you're not a nerd, that's your body armor. And they said, incoming, incoming. We got to take cover. On my mama. Shout out to Misael. He was there with me and he said the same thing. I was like, bruh, I just took my pre-workout. If it's time, it's time. So these markets are not going to shake me from maximum fear because I know what maximum fear looks like. They're not going to shake me from maximum pain because I know what maximum pain looks like. All right, token, retracement, 14 cents. Parabolic, 58 cents. Let them cook. Thank you for the let them cook. I appreciate you, bro. You can't handle the truth. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth. All right, they're not going to shake me from maximum pain because when I witnessed my mother overdosing on heroin, foaming at the mouth, you can't shake me from maximum pain because when I go through this trauma and I overcome it, with every setback, with every disability, with every setback that you experience in your life, it's an equal opportunity. And now they have created a monster. And now my superpower is my emotional intelligence, understanding the fear, understanding the pain that is in the markets. Because when you face these things, you overcome these things, the market is nothing. And I promise you, I'm not going to be right every single day. But I will show up every day when it is the most bloody, when it is the most fear. I will be here. And then when it's time to high five, I'm going to be high fiving with you. He says, let him cook. You can't shake this beard. Says, give yourself a macho man, you sap. All right.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
88 price, $6 to $8. Stronger on the other side. That's right. Every setback, every disability, every disadvantage, there is an equal opportunity on the other side. If you can just make it to the other side, I promise you, you will make it out on the other side stronger. Will there be more shaking time or not, brother? There's always more shaking time. There's always more shaking time because you got to understand that this market is ran by the apex predators and this market is shaking as many retail as possible. So there will always be more shaking time. Always. Why hasn't LCX caught fire yet? Been tanking lately? Because it already did really well back in... it's already done pretty well, and it's in the reaccumulation phase. It will. Rising tides floats all ships. When Bitcoin gets above 80K, I promise you, live restrictions for some audience. Live visibility restricted. These, are we still live? You hate to see it. All right. Rising tides floats all ships. Don't you worry. When Bitcoin gets above 80 plus K, everything's going to feel the heat of that. I promise you. Randy, thanks for the roses. Thanks, Cam. Thanks for the cone, the lightning, the TikTok, the rose, the chili pepper. Anaconda, thanks for the heart. Cali XC, thanks for the let him cook. Christine, thank you for the baby ghost, you savages.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Thank you for the rose, bro. I appreciate you. All right, let's see what we missed on this one. You're live here. Chainlink, $80. What about Hoppy? Was buying $100 a day when it was 15K. Now I'm selling a percentage. There you go, bro. That's what's up. What do you think? XRP to $20. No, my target for XRP is about $5 to $14 max. Chainlink, $80. Turbo looks like it's bought some Solnic last week. With you are up at least a 1x. ADA, $6 to $8. DIA, Coddy. All right, let's look up Coddy. DIA. Ah! If that doesn't get you fired up, I don't know if you're breathing. That's a true story, by the way. The Afghanistan story is 100% true. I told that to my wife. She was pissed. DIA looks really good. I don't know what the supply looks like, but this looks good. Let me check out the supply. Not. So what do we got here? 21 or 20. Okay. So let's go to 21 here. 41 million. So it's about a little over a double. Not too crazy, so it's probably at the 236. That's okay. I don't think it's insane. So probably maybe the 1618. So we're gonna say retracement is $250, parabolic $8. I don't think it looks too bad though. Both LCX V-Chain from here. Yeah, I think both of those can 10x from here. Algo, yeah, I like Algo a lot. Uh-oh, I think my phone just died. If you're watching on the Solnick TikTok, my phone just died. Sorry about that. If someone wants to let them know. Irish Dano, if you'll let them know. I don't know if it's still up or not. What was I saying? Shit, a lot. Oh, yeah, Algo. The supply, though, like, when we look at this on the supply, I did say that, but with new information, I will change my opinions. And the new information is, when we look at the supply, it's had a pretty steady increase. So from 21, 3 billion to 8 billion, so more than a double. I guess it's not crazy. More than a double, though. So should have been to about 78 cents. So I think it could maybe get to the 161, maybe $4 at the max. I would say $1, $1 to $4. XDC, I like XDC a lot. Thanks for the rose. Yeah, Savage. 40 cents, yeah, for VeChain to 69 cents. How the hell do you buy Solnick? You can buy Solnick on... Let's see if this works again. Nope. All right. You can buy Solnick on Solflare Wallet, Phantom Wallet. You can buy it on Crypto.com Wallet, not the exchange, the wallet. Coinbase Wallet, not the exchange, the wallet. You can buy it on Jupiter, the decentralized exchange. You can buy it on Radium, the decentralized exchange. You can buy it on Uniswap using Base. You can buy it on Trader Joe using AVAX. You can buy it on Coinbase Wallet using AVAX or Base. Solnick stream was down, couldn't tell them. Thanks anyways. Appreciate you, brother. And if you're wondering how you do it, you just need to send Solana to one of those places. So like an easy way to do it is just use the Solflare wallet, send in Solana from Coinbase to Solflare, and you can swap it natively right on the app. I'm trying Coinbase Wallet and it's not working. Okay, so some people were having issues with Coinbase Wallet. You need to up the slippage to 5%. I don't know why that is on Coinbase Wallet and only Coinbase Wallet. But up the slippage to 5% and it should work. I don't know why Coinbase Wallet is like that and the rest of them are not, but that's the way it is. Mobile Helium. I like Mobile, actually. I really like their charts too. Let's check out their supply. Because I'm actually not sure about that. But their chart looks really good to me. So from 21, 80 to 170, so maybe a double. So not too bad. So probably to the 1618, $65. Retracement, you're looking at about $17. So those are my targets. Not too crazy though for the inflation though. I think like over 5 years, that's a pretty normal amount. I get concerned when it's like way over that. You know what I mean? Ondo, I don't love Ondo. I definitely didn't like it a few months ago at all. It's okay here. The value is okay, but like when it was ripping, I was definitely one of the influencers, one of the only influencers that was not like, oh my God, this is the next best thing. I think the value's decent now that it came back a good bit. What did it correct to from the top? 66%, and this is clearly like when we're looking at Wyckoff, which measures the bottom. This to me clearly is your selling climax, your automatic rally, your secondary test, and phase B. So this is clearly working on Wyckoff, which measures the bottom. So I think it's a decent value at this stage in the game. I don't love it out of this world, but I don't hate it either. $3. As high as $4.50, somewhere in that range. I don't know what the percentage is for that. About a 3x, as high as a 5x. So 3 to 5x is what I think Ondo can do. Excuse me. Targets on Litecoin. Litecoin, I think is very Carrot. I got you, bro. Litecoin is a forgotten about coin that people are not talking about, which is great. You want to buy the boredom, buy the blood, fade the FUD. When we're looking at the market cap, again, beautiful. Selling climax, automatic rally, secondary test, and phase B. This is perhaps your spring, but it's working on deep in accumulation. It hasn't quite gotten its sign of strength yet. I'm going to give you the X percentage ROI. Retracement, we're looking at about a 2X. And then parabolic, we're looking at about an 11X. So I think it's going to perform pretty well. Make sure you guys are dropping a follow. If you're brand new, drop a follow. Don't just lurk. Drop a follow. Subscribe on YouTube. What was the one? Carrot? Not really enough for this one, bro. Let's see if I can find a better chart. Yeah, there's not really enough data for me to give you a good TA on this, bro. Circulating supply and Carrot is terrible. Even worse. What do you think about Filecoin? Filecoin is one of the worst offenders. I am not buying any Filecoin. Filecoin is one of the worst offenders of dumping supply on your head. There is no chance that Filecoin makes a new all-time high. None. Not this bull market. When we look at Filecoin on their supply on the 5-year, so from 2021, their supply was 44 million. Their supply is now 591 million. That is more than a 10x. That's like an 11x, 12x. So that means over the course of the bear market, from last bull market to where we're at right now, they have dumped on your head 12 times the amount of supply that existed. And what do we know about price? Price equals one thing and one thing only. It does not equal hype. It does not equal hope. It does not equal cult. It does not equal wishes. It equals one thing and one thing only. And that one thing is supply and demand. So if they have dumped 12x the supply and the demand goes up less than 12x, it will not be making a new all-time high. I can guarantee it. I can guarantee it. 88 prediction, $6. What's next? Move for Bitcoin, 67K. We need to get above 67K. And then we're going to start the macro move that we've been waiting on. Doge tokenomics are worse than Filecoin. Are they? Let's see. Are you pulling my leg? $125. Bro, you're capping. You're capping. 125 to 146. They're up about 40%. Link $80. I'm not a huge, I don't have a giant bag of Doge. I don't really care, but it's not true. Not true, Mr. Cliff. 100 to 140 for ICP. Let's look at the supply on ICP. So what is this, a 2x? 2? Yeah, about a 2x. But I haven't said that ICP is going to go to a new all-time high. People think that. I don't think that that's happening. I do think that there's good ROI for ICP. Because I've been looking at ICP, measuring it based off the market cap. That's when I've been making my decisions off of. And just to retrace, that's about an 8x. I think that that is very reasonable. Parabolic, you're looking at a 30x. So 100 to 140, I think is within the realm. I don't think that we're taking out all of this. I don't think that that's going to happen. Cardano, $6 to $8. All right, guys. That is going to be it from me for this time. I will be live tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time. Make sure you guys drop a follow. Subscribe on YouTube. Like, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, at Yaboyski, YABOYSKEY. If you want to become a member, you get access to my course, over 30 hours of lessons. Or you can buy 2 NFTs on hedge funds and get lifetime access. But that's going to be it. I'll be live tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central Time. Bring your questions. Bring your curiosity. And don't get shaken by these apex predators. All right, guys. Peace, love, prosperity. God first. God bless.